Hello, everybody. This is Alex from The Gamer and His Wife, here with John.
How we doing today? We know it's been a long time since we've done an update. What? No update at all last week?
No.
Shame on you.
Well, life.
Yeah.
I had about 15 minutes to try to get a video, and it takes me right about an hour to do these.
Yeah.
So it just couldn't happen.
Right. And then, well, when we should have done the big upload month date on, like, April Fools or whatever, we just could not get times to mesh. So we're a little behind, but just means we've got a lot more for you guys.
It's been 2 weeks since the last update.
Yeah.
So let's get into the numbers for last week real fast. Last week, Umple Beast was once again the top of the leaderboard for us.
Who's surprised?
No, not really. With 3,539 points.
Jeez.
You're ridiculous.
I don't... Yeah.
John feels shamed. Just a little bit.
Not shame, just confusion. But that's just because we don't know you, Umple. There's questions out there I'm curious about.
Up next would be... Hey, look, myself. With 695 points. I don't even remember what I was playing. 2 weeks ago. That was a long time.
I don't know. You started dabbling in a little bit of Rise.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Beyond that, no, I have no idea.
Clicker Heroes.
Maybe.
I think that's about it.
Right.
And then we have John with 210 points for last week.
Mass Effect all the way.
Yep. And Ashley with 25 points.
So, woo!
Still closing that gap little bit by little bit.
Right.
As for this current week that we just finished, Umple Beast again with 38. Just puts us to shame, kind of.
I've never done 3,000 in a month. I've come close, but I've never done 3,000 in a month, and here we are week after week. 3,000. What the fuck, Umple?
Let us know how you're doing this in the comments down below. We're a little confused. Happy, but confused.
Right?
Then myself at 800. That one I contribute entirely to Rise.
Yeah.
Because for the last 3-4 days, it's been
Rise,
pretty much all I've been playing.
You know, and
I've been on vacation.
Yeah, and you keep calling me up, and you're just like, John, you gotta play Rise. And I'm like, I'm playing Mass Effect. Gotta play Rise.
There's a multiplayer. It's for 2 people.
You know what?
1, 2. The way it works.
I'm gonna get there. I've got some time probably between when I finally finish Mass Effect and before Tekken 7 comes out at the beginning of June. So, you know, I'll need something to fill that void.
I see how it is. Just put me off. I see how.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, just about.
All right. After myself is once again John with 230 points for this past week.
More Mass Effect!
Can you tell what he's been doing? And then Ashley.
Mass Effect.
Always Mass Effect for you. And then Ashley with 100 points. Closing that gap between her and Aerith down to 176 points.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's unfortunately Aerith is slacking. I mean, there's no other way to put it. She's been busy. You know, we're closing on a house right now, which eats up a whole lot of time. On top of that, you know, her job hours have gone up, actually. They've been fielding out some more, and we need to suck up those hours, you know, especially with trying to close on a house. And so it's just kind of like what downtime she's had. She's been doing a lot of rigging. But, you know, I get the rest of April is going to be a very slow month for her. If we see any change to our gamer score at all, I'm honestly going to be surprised. But I figure once we're in, and watch out, once we're in the new house, I guarantee you that's just going to, she'll pick it right back up. Especially because Telltale has her attention now.
Uh-oh.
And it's not from anything that we currently have. I mean, we've got some prior Telltale games that she is kind of interested in and dabbling a little bit here and there. But I actually think it's either this week or it's next week. But Telltale is launching one of their games, this one based off of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
And I told that to Aerith. I was like, this is coming out. And she's like... I mean, she just lit up. So, guaranteed to be playing that. I mean, that'll be a slow burn because they release everything in chapters every few months. So it's only like going to be 200 points here, then, you know, a few months later, 200 points there. But I guarantee you she's going to be over all that. She's going to be over that so fast.
Oh, yeah. And Ashley, I know, still wants to play some more Halo Master Chief Collection to earn a few more points there with me. We're just cruising through the story on normal.
I'm trying to get Aerith back into the Master Chief Collection at the moment. Unfortunately, the ending of Halo 1 was rough for us. That it was really frustrating, so it kind of like put her off for the series for a while. Just because of that final damn level in that game. The Maw. And we were fine through the Maw, we were fine through it. It's that final segment when you're trying to outrun the timer in the Warthog over all those... Have you all gotten that far yet?
Not yet.
No, I hate that scene. I hate it. And I mean, they kind of brought it back in Halo 3, if you remember that, where you're actually escaping on the Ark.
Yeah.
And everything's falling away. But it was nowhere near as bad as the ending of the fucking Maw. I hate that level so much. And I got frustrated. She got frustrated. So we just haven't returned to it yet.
Yeah.
Someday, though.
I always find it easiest when I'm playing co-op. And I'm going to have to change this with Ashley, I think. But you each take a Warthog and you just go. You ignore the other person, you turn it into a race, and you just go.
See, I've never once approached it that way. Anytime I've ever done it even with another person, it's always been in the same damn Warthog.
Yeah, and see, my figuring behind that is doubles your chances of succeeding, because if one of you dies, it's not really a big deal. Maybe the other one's further ahead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what me and Priest always used to do.
I've never fucking thought about that. Like the entire...
There are like 5 Warthogs sitting there. Why couldn't you take 2? It's the end of the world. Who cares?
Right?
Yep. Finding the easiest way to complete the objective.
I fucking hate you some days.
So, what are we looking forward to this month?
Unfortunately, not a whole hell of a lot. I mean, for me, it's just continuing Mass Effect, but there's nothing really new coming out. I mean, I'm hoping to do some more live streams with you on For Honor here and there. Yeah. Just because that was a surprising success.
Yeah, that was really fun for both of us and nice and easy. We got to meet a couple of new people that probably will never watch this video, but
they were still really
hanging
cool.
out with us for a little while.
Yeah, and I mean that was awesome. Congrats this month on the channel hitting 50 subscribers.
Yes,
that is still just yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is still just fucking awesome. It's glad to see more and more people in. So drive those numbers up, folks. Go out there, tell your friends. We're awesome people to hang out with, at least in our own minds.
Yeah,
I'm awesome. At least but
it's okay. You don't think about things as logically as I do.
Yeah.
Taking 2 Warthogs never occurs to you. Instead, you're just going to drag your wife down with you. So.
Harsh.
Yeah. See, she's on my side.
She could be a better driver than I am in Halo, so it doesn't matter.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, more Mass Effect, which, to anybody out there kind of humming and hawing on Mass Effect, by the way, I know there's a lot of negativity and a lot of criticisms on Andromeda out there that might be putting some people off. And I'm gonna come out and admit right now, the game is not perfect. The game definitely has its flaws. Some of the facial animations get kind of goofy. There are some glitches. That being said, the combat system is the best I've ever seen out of a Mass Effect game. The combat system is phenomenal. The new way the skills work in the game is great because you're not limited to one play style. Yeah. You can adjust to everything on the fly. You can level up your character or however you want, and it's made the game so fucking fun. And the story is good. It's not the hardcore life or death story that was Mass Effect 1 through 3. It's very lighthearted. You're out there with, your kind of band trying to colonize a new universe. There's nothing that feels the fate of the world. You kind of feel like the survival of, your colonists are at stake. Yeah. But it's much more lighthearted than the original one. The jokes are kind of bad in the cheesy way, but at the same time they're funny in that same cheesy way. But I don't know. It's an enjoyable experience, Kind of ignore 1 through 3. Don't try to make it live up to the original trilogy. And it's actually a very enjoyable experience. I'm having fun with it.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Which is what's important.
Well, other than that, Games for Gold this month. I know that you already own 2 of them.
Yeah. What we've got? Walking Dead Season 2 is coming out at the end of the month.
I'll have to give that one a try.
It's a blast. it's not going to be quite as awesome if you have played through the first one.
Well, I played through some of the first one.
Yeah.
I might continue further with the first one beforehand.
Well, the cool thing is, too, is that, if you play through number one, a lot of decisions and everything you've made in number one will actually affect and echo into number two. Okay. So it's actually worth kind of playing them in order.
Noted.
I recommend sitting through it. It's easy achievement points, too.
Yeah.
But if you're going to play two, complete one first, because then your file will carry over, all your choices carry over, and it actually really impacts the game.
Good.
But that's out. And then Rise, which you've been saying is really good, is out right now.
Yeah, considering that it's a launch title for the Xbox One, I'm really impressed with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it holds up to games that I've played that were released 2 months ago.
Right.
In terms of graphics, it's very seamless. I mean, from gameplay to cinematics, there's almost no difference between the two.
It's just not too bad.
No. And it's all smooth. Camera control's a little funky, but it's third person.
Yeah.
It's a third person fighting game. It's going to be a little wonky with the controls, unless you're Mortal Kombat and just put two people here fighting one another.
Right.
It's the way that it works.
What else? For the 360, Darksiders is out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try that one. But
yeah, I dabbled in a little bit. Sean is a huge fan of the series. Like 1 and 2, he's a massive fan. As he puts it, it's kind of like, he's a hardcore Zelda fan, loves like Ocarina of Time from the 64, and he's like, it's a more fucked up version of, Ocarina of Time with the way it plays and its whole, at least to his description.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like similar open world, similar play style with moving around.
Interesting.
Just rather than being a, little elf, you are, the god of war. So, or the horseman of war.
Fair enough.
And then we've got Assassin's Creed Revelations coming out.
I'll look forward to playing through that one again.
I'm going to download it, but honestly, I'm going to hold off because I want to get the Ezio trilogy, the remaster, for the Xbox One, just because a whole bunch of new achievements and everything.
Yeah.
But Revelations for me was okay. I love the entire Ezio trilogy, but I don't know, Revelations just kind of... It didn't hold up to 2 in Brotherhood.
Fair enough.
That's just me.
All right. Well, if anybody else would like to be tracked, leave a comment down below. Contact us through Facebook, however you'd like to do it, and we'll include you in these videos. Other than that, any last words for the week, month?
I hit 70,000.
I was about to say, you hit 70,000. What are you going for now?
Honestly, at this point, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Naturally, kind of the goal is like, okay, I always do things in an increment of 5 when I don't have a solid goal. Mm-hmm. So now it's just like
75,000?
Yeah.
Well, how about 75,000 by the end of the year? It's kind of a kind of a low goal for you, but
yeah. But for now, I'm going to say 75,000, and I'm already at 71. But I'll hit 70, 75. Once I hit there, I'll hit it at 80. But at this point, it's like I've already gone up massive amounts of gamer score this year. So at this point, it's kind of like, since that was so early, what am I going to be at the end of the year? It's more of a mystery now rather than a goal.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see how quickly he can get to 75,000 and if he can continue past 75,000 by the end of the year.
We'll see. We'll see.
And always staying tuned to the Ashley and Aerith gamer score battle.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm looking forward to that reigniting.
Which it will.
At some point.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
They had to close the gap just a little bit to make it more interesting, apparently.
Yep. Aerith still has the lead, which makes her a little lax. But the second Ashley, crosses over there, she's just going to be like, oh, no. And she'll be back. I guarantee it.
So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff.
Oh, yeah. And we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.
They get out of the bar. Dibbity, 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 dibbity.